Okay, off again. I know I keep doing these videos from the car, but this one is going to be a little bit different. In maybe. So I'm testing out the Insta360 Ace Pro 2. Only a year late. Um, but I decided instead of getting the Action Pro 6, since I already had the Action Pro 5 Pro, or whatever it's called, Action. Why can't I remember anything? The Action 5 Pro. I was going to send that one back and get the 6, but it turned out to be one of those things where I was a couple of weeks off of my return period, and I had kind of decided that I was going to go ahead and blow off the 6 after seeing some of the early videos from Asia when they put it out early. Even though a lot of the videos were definitely, I mean, not a lot, all of them were pretty much paid, I kind of understood what the pros and cons of the 6 would be. And while the 6 was going to be a nice upgrade, I'm not going to say it wasn't, it really didn't give me any of the extras that I wanted for me personally. The square sensor's cool. I don't shoot vertically, and when I do crop vertically, I don't do it in 4K. So the vertical sensor didn't do anything for me at all. And then the f2.0 lens would have been nice for that extra stop of light. That would have definitely been nice, but I just didn't see enough advantages for me personally. I do like the macro lens, but I don't like the fact that you have to buy a whole new camera to get a macro lens. So I went in and decided to buy this Ace Pro 2 from Insta360. Granted, it doesn't have D-Log-M, or it doesn't have a 10-bit. It does have its own iLog profile, but it's only 8-bit. And the truth is, I've never come back from a shoot with one of my Insta360 cameras and said, I really wish that was 10-bit. For the most part, I'm pretty darn pleased with what comes out of the Insta360 cameras. And what I use them for are not super critical. I've got to color grade this to the nth degree type of videos. So having said all that, the Ace Pro had some pluses that I really like. One, they're coming out with their own macro lens. Can't get it yet here in the United States. I guess I could order it overseas. I like the grip that they put out for it, which I just received on Friday. I'm using it right now. The new Pro Grip, which has the battery built into it and makes it in kind of a nice little pocket point and shoot looking camera now. But the truth is, I really like the idea of the 8K sensor. Not that I'm shooting in 8K, but the fact that I can crop basically have a 2x zoom that's lossless in 4K. So that was the big one for me, is I really like the idea of being able to do that. Especially like here, I'm in the car. I'm shooting at 2x zoom right now because shooting with an action camera in the car is so wide that, I don't like that wide of a shot in certain locations. Now, if I was trying to show the car off, the wide angle portion of it would be great, but I'm trying to have a talking head here basically. And so this works out perfectly. And I'm testing it today for the second time. I have done a couple of other, well, it's actually the third time. First time I tried it with Pure Video and for dark night shots, and I decided I was going to give it the ultimate test and shoot in the car in the middle of the night, which was really kind of ambitious, to say the least. While some cameras can do wonders in low light, this one could do wonders. It definitely was able to get me in, but I was basically in complete darkness inside the car at night unless a street light hit me on the face or cars drove by with their headlights on. I was in complete darkness, and because my dash doesn't put off a lot of light at all, and the footage came out what I would consider unusable. It was just really poor quality. Now, if you were trying to capture something that you just had to capture and it wasn't for production, it would be usable. But it was pretty bad. Now, I've tried my other 360 or my Insta360 cameras in medium light, or I would say medium low. It's a very low light on the streets while walking around downtown and stuff. Not this one in particular, but I've been very happy with the pure video mode there. So it just kind of depends on the quality of light. Excuse me, the quality of light, and you got to have some. So that was kind of a failure. I didn't publish that video. I actually deleted it, which I probably should have saved the footage, but I didn't. I can always recreate it, I guess. And today, and then the second time I did it, I may put that video out, I don't know. It was in a beautiful blue sky, midday, and everything came out great. Just my subject matter was basically the same as I'm talking about today, but I was stammering and really rambling a lot, so I haven't chosen to put that video out. I may. But since I'm going over the same thing today, I might just use this one because I'm going much faster, and I'm not sitting here going like I typically do. I did that one on Thanksgiving, and today is the Sunday after Thanksgiving. Today it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so the sun goes down here around 5:30, 5:15, something like that. And it is a very overcast day. The sun is kind of coming through the clouds just a little bit, but it's solid gray. And so I decided to use the pure video mode during the daytime, and this is what you get. So this is 4K 30 frames. I believe I'm using the standard picture mode, and I was thinking about using the iLog, and I didn't do that, but this is what you get. And I'm not sure if the pure video mode during the day, I've seen really good quality out of that, but at the same time, I don't know if I'm going to degrade the video a little bit by using that. It may kick in some extra brightness in the shadows and clean up anything that it thinks might be noise, even if it's not noise. So I'm curious to see how this new version of their pure video works out. But looking at the screen, which is also another plus for this camera, as you can tell, I wear glasses and I have a hard time seeing those little screens on the DJIs. I still really like my DJI 5 or Pro 5 or 5 Pro. I just can't really see that screen. I can kind of tell if I'm in frame, which is really kind of all I need, but I sure like this one better because I can actually see if things are in focus and where I am specifically in the frame, that sort of thing. And I really get a lot out of having this camera. And right now, I don't know what the deal is, but it is vibrating like crazy. I am curious to see if this is going to steady this out. I have it on normal stabilization mode, or standard stabilization mode. I can't remember all that. I'm having a hard time remembering between the two brands what's called what. I know there's Rock Steady on the DJI, and on here I'm not sure if it's called anything specific. I'm sure it is, but I'm curious to see if it's taking these micro jitters out or not. Boy, that thing is shaking. It's just like really. We'll see. Hopefully it does. One other thing I'm curious about is how well the audio is. I am not using a wireless mic, but I also don't have any air conditioning going on. And I have the windshield on here, the one that comes pre-installed. I could put the normal one on there, but I kind of feel like I'm just going to leave the windscreen, integrated windscreen one version on here, unless it's not working very well, which everything I've seen online, it looks like it's working well. And the picture quality, also from what I've seen, has been very similar. Here this is a year older camera than the Action Pro 6, and so so from that standpoint, it made some sense to get this camera because it had some additional things that I wanted versus the square sensor and things that came with the Action Pro 6. I almost sound like I'm trying to convince myself. Truth of the matter is I would be happy with either, but since I already had the 5 Pro, I wanted to give this a shot. And if I look at some of this footage, like I said, I've only had it a week or so. If I look at some of this footage and it's not what I expect, if the 2x zoom and those type of things don't show live up to my expectations, I'll send this camera back. But I kind of feel like it's going to be okay. I have high expectations, and I think it's going to work out just fine. I need to take them both out during Christmas. Of course, we got to do it pretty soon. I'm thinking to go like Christmas lights, see how well it works in those type of situations. Walking around downtown, just going to view Christmas lights, that sort of thing. I think it might be a good test. I'd like to see them side by side. I did see a test of both the Ace Pro 2 and the Action Pro 6 in low light in standard mode, not using either one of their low light modes. And the DJI 6 actually performed better. I think it performs better with using the standard profiles and not using their super night mode. And I think a lot of that has to do with the sensor, or not the sensor, but the lens being f2.0. Just doing it without any kind of AI enhancement, the 2.0 lens is going to let in more light. So I think naturally, between the two cameras, you're going to get probably, given if the sensors are of the same basic quality, you're going to get better performance in normal mode from an f2.0 lens in low light in standard mode. So, but when I've seen the two back to back in super night mode and in pure video, I've preferred the look of the Ace Pro 2, which is worth taking a look at, testing side by side. I'm going to do the tests obviously with my 5 Pro, but I think, the pure video mode is very exceptional. I really like it with my X5 360 camera. It works very well, and I think it looks good. One of the things that it's hard to tell, it's hard to say, but some of the standard modes in both of these cameras, they seem a little bit, the color science, color profiles, just a little bit like maybe a little oversaturated. The colors pop, which is good and if you want that, but to have a little more natural look, both the cameras come with their own sets of baked in profiles now. this Ace Pro 2 has some Leica profiles that I find very nice. I'm going to test those a little bit more in the future. And obviously shooting in the log modes gives you a lot of control over that. Especially on the DJI, I really liked shooting in the D-Log M and then color grading it myself. But as I mentioned, a lot of the stuff I shoot with the action cameras are not meant to be post-processed a lot. This is kind of one of those things I want to take it out, get my footage shot, and quickly edit it up and put it out. Or it's just a matter of just capturing what's going on, and it's not anything specifically for production. So those type of things are really nice to have, but not imperative with this type of camera for me. But I've seen some very nice looks out of both the new profiles. The DJI 6, some of those profiles look really nice. The Leica profiles on here, some of the natural ones and stuff, they give it a nice non I don't know, overhyped color. Looks more normal, natural to the eye, and that's what I like. Now granted, if you're shooting something colorful like I don't know, maybe even Christmas lights, things like that, maybe the standard profile might actually look really good because it'll pop the colors. We'll see. I'm going to do a test. I believe I'm using standard right now, and it doesn't look overhyped at all on the screen here. And that's also probably because of the overcast skies. It's everything's kind of gray, so the color balance is probably pretty accurate right now. No, on the way home it'll be dark. Never mind. I was going to say I was going to try it in log and just see how that comes out. That's one thing I haven't done since I've received this camera, is shoot in iLog and try to color grade that in DaVinci like I do everything. And curious to see how much difference it is just going from iLog to Rec 709. Just see what that looks like. But anyway, I just have wanted to kind of get this out there, and I wanted to make one that was a little more fast-paced than the one I did before, because I know a lot of people don't like just sit here and watch somebody ramble. And I do appreciate you sticking by me and watching through this. I have got a whole lot of new things planned. I just put out a video last night about a couple of cases that I received from a company called Geometric Future, and they are just some really cool looking and very functional PC cases, and glass enclosure with lots of 5 fans built into it, and really nice LED, kind of what I would consider more elegant, classy LED, and not overhyped like a lot of the cases and fans you see. These have like edge lit fans and whatnot, and I think you might get a kick out of those if you're into building PCs. This is the first time I've done one in quite some time, and I was blessed to have them send me a couple of cases, and I used one of them. The one I used in the video, I actually built a PC for my son for Christmas, and it came out really good. Whoa, this thing is shaking like crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Now that'll be a test. This thing is going nuts. I don't have it in here tight enough apparently. I mean, it is shaking like crazy. Okay. Anyway, this is a good test. So I've got some more gadgets and things to review that are going to come up. The one I just mentioned has no real, I don't have any spoken word in it. It's just a nice video with some nice music and has some overlays, but it shows you the cases really up close, shows you all the stuff that's inside and how well it's built. And then I actually build the machine kind of in a time-lapse mode, and so you can see how everything goes together. So check out that video if you get a chance, and I might try to go ahead and link it at the end of this video. And then let me know your thoughts on both of these cameras. I really appreciate getting some feedback on some of these videos. And if you have anything you want me to test in particular, I could test between the 5 and this one. I would be happy to do that. Also, there was one other thing I wanted to say. Oh, and I never say this in my videos, but I'm going to do it today because I need to. I'm really kind of desperately seeking new subscribers. So if you would like and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. It helps get the video out to more people. And I think right now I'm kind of hitting the same people, and the audience hasn't broadened like I wanted it to. So I would really appreciate it if you could do those things for me. And I'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot.